gorgeous Shakira. We created this warm toned look with a pop of shimmer, also just flawless skin and some faux freckles, which are really in at the moment and I am loving them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's jump into it. Okay, so first up I'm just taking my Micellar cleansing water and just clearing off Shakira's skin of anything, some moisturizer residue or anything that she's had throughout the day. I'm now going to take my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is perfect for Shakira's skin as she has super dry, sensitive skin. So this is going to help hydrate her skin and it also doesn't have any nasties in it, which is great. Now taking my Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer, I'm just popping this in her T-zone as it is a pore filling primer. I'm now taking the Master Conceal by Maybelline in the shade 30 as her eyeshadow base. This is a perfect concealer and it's really affordable too. Now I'm just going to take my Clinique powder, this is translucent powder, and I'm just going to set that in place so it makes all of the eyeshadows that we put on blend out seamlessly. So now I'm just going to take my Kimko palette's Terra palette, and I'm taking this warm brown shade and just popping that from inner to outer corner as our transition shade. I'm just taking kind of a medium-sized blending brush and I'm just using windscreen wiper and backwards and forwards motions. This is going to help us get a really seamless blend. Now with this darker shade, I'm just going to use packing motions just so that we can optimize the pigment and it will also keep the product in the same place. And then with that same transition color, I'm just going to blend that all out and just buff over it to make sure that we don't have any harsh lines. Now I'm just going backwards and forwards between that darker shade and the transition shade just to make sure that we're all evenly blended and that we have the right amount of pigment that we would like. Now I'm just taking a really big buffing brush and just making sure that there is no harsh lines once again. Now taking my Nars Soft Matte Concealer, I'm using that to cut the crease and kind of give ourselves a blank canvas for the inner corner. And I'm just going to use this with a flat little brush. I'm also just going to set that with some translucent powder. Now just buffing over everything to make sure there are no harsh lines. I'm going to take this warm shimmery shade and pop that in the center of the lid, working our way towards the inner corner. Now I'm just wiping away any of the fallout and taking a Q-tip with my micellar water on it and just getting any product out of the lower lashes. Now I'm taking my Light Illusion Foundation by Flower Beauty and I'm taking the shade M4, M1 and M3, just one pump of each to make Shakira's perfect shade match. I'm just using my beauty blender to make sure that everything is worked really well into the skin, giving her more of a really natural luminous finish. Now I'm just taking my Nars concealer once again in the same custard shade and I'm just going to use that to brighten underneath her eyes and down the T-zone. This concealer is amazing as it's quite full coverage but feels quite lightweight. I'm just going to take my Master Conceal again in the shade Medium and just to use that to further brighten underneath her eyes and down the bridge of her nose. I'm just going to take my LA Pro Coverage Foundation in the shade Bronze and I'm going to use this as a liquid bronzer for the perimeters of her face. Then just taking my Rcma No Colour Powder mixed with my Clinique powder to set underneath the eyes and in the T-zone. This is going to ensure that her makeup lasts all day and night and that nothing creases. Then to set the outer perimeter of her face, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Pro Fusion bronzer, and I'm pretty sure this is in the shade 103, but I will leave it in the description box down below. I'm just using a light hand as this is quite a pigmented bronzer. I'm then going to take my Flower Beauty blush in the shade Peach Primrose, such a tongue twister, and I'm just going to pop that on the apples of her cheeks and across the bridge of her nose. Then taking my Desi X Katie Dose of Colours highlighters in the shade Chasing the Sun and Fuego, I'm just going in between both of those shades just to make her perfect highlight. I'm just popping that on the high points of her cheekbones, the tip of her nose and above her brows. And then just to further highlight, taking my Laura Geller Gilded Honey just to further brighten it. Now with my Brow Spectrum Zoeva palette, I'm going to take a tiny little lip applicator brush and going in between all the different shades of brown just to make a combination of freckle colours. Now I'm making sure that these don't look perfect, as obviously freckles are not perfect. So I'm just going in with all different colours and all over the face. Then I'm just going back over those freckles with just a powder brush and the blush just to make sure that they look more natural and faded. Now I'm just going to comb out Shaq's brows and fill them in lightly. She actually has perfect eyebrows, like my dream eyebrows, so they did not take long at all. And all I really was doing was just changing the colour of them, as her shape is so perfect. Now with my Pears translucent soap, I'm just going to set them in place. And then just taking that warm brown shade again underneath the eye just to smoke out the lower lash line. As my inner corner highlight, I'm taking my Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight and then just setting the face with my Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. Now I'm taking my Ardell Lash Glue in clear with my Model Rock 266 lashes. These were perfect for Shaq's eyes. I'm pretty sure I did not have to trim them. Now taking my two favourite lippies at the moment, which is shade 60 and 130 by Maybelline. These are the Super Matte Inks. They are so long lasting and quite comfortable to wear. Now I'm taking just a Shine 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 by Essence. This is, I'm pretty sure, just a shimmery clear gloss, and that'll just top off the lips perfectly. Now with my Definer Lash Mascara, I'm just coating her top and bottom lashes. This will help her falsies feel a lot more natural. Just took a bronze kind of shaded eyeliner for in the waterline just to make her eyes really pop, and then just smoking out the lower lash line further with a dark shade again.
I love it. That's amazing.
You like it?
I love it. Thank you so much. I love the freckles.
Yeah, no, and they look really natural too.
Yeah. Stunning.
So this is the finished look. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also leave a comment down below as to what you guys want to see next, or if there's a particular look you would like to see. I've also left all of the products in the description box down below, along with all my social media links, so you can keep up to date with my everyday life. Thanks again, guys. Bye!